How you going, guys? Welcome to another episode of my vlog. Haven't actually thought of a name of it yet because I didn't really think that far ahead. I just kind of I decided that last minute I'd go out and get like a GoPro. Picked up one real cheap, had a bunch of accessories with it, which was awesome. But it did come with a waterproof case. I did go out to a food truck festival and use the waterproof case, and you couldn't actually hear a goddamn thing I was saying. The only thing you could really hear was a bit of muffled noises here, and there was some vibration noises from me handling the stick and moving it about. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass because it was a really good day and I got a lot of footage and it was actually pretty fun, so that kind of sucked. But at the moment I'm using like a stick-on mount on the bottom of my GoPro and kind of mocked up like another mount that was broken, and I super glued it back together to go onto the selfie stick for now. So I'm just kind of doing that, which is not ideal. I keep having to touch the camera and readjust it just in case, because I don't want my new GoPro to fucking fall off and hit the ground, because that's definitely not ideal considering I just bought it. So yeah, today what I'm doing is I'm going to upgrade the exhaust on my M35 Stag. Not necessarily upgrading it with something good. I'm just sick of driving around and hearing myself think majority of the time. I have done a blank off plate for the wastegate, so it does actually flutter, which is cool. But other than that, all I can hear is my fan. It sounds like a Falcon. I mean, I don't mind Falcons, but I just don't enjoy my Stag sounding like one. So I'm going to pull out the center muffler. I've got a bunch of pipe down here, which I've been hoarding for a fair while. One of the bits is almost long enough, so I'm just gonna probably chop a little bit off and then just weld it together and extend it. And as for the rear muffler itself, I've actually kept myself a twin tip MagnaFlow muffler, a proper performance one. So we're gonna use it. Not sure how it's gonna mount up, but I do have a welder. I do know how to weld, so yeah, basically I'm just gonna chuck the pipe, like I'm gonna take the middle muffler out first, get some rough measurements, mark things where they need to go and such, and then yeah, start cutting. Probably cut my bits first to put in, and then I'll cut the middle muffler out and then join it in. Probably start it as well just for a laugh without the middle muffler in, just because it'll probably sound real deep. I'm gonna, yeah, probably give it a quick start up, give it a couple of revs and turn it off once the middle muffler's out, and then yeah, we'll continue on with the project as we go. Yeah, I'll get this set up on the tripod, probably do a time lapse or something, and I'll just cut it out. I'll cut it out. I'll undo it, take it out, and then from there we'll bring it under here, do some measurements, cut up some new pipe, and yeah, then get to welding. Cool. Alright, let's get to it, eh? There's a whole bunch of stuff bolts. The flange between the middle muffler and the rear muffler had a bolt on it, and nut was completely seized. I actually rounded it trying to get it off, so I don't know how it happened, but it just gave way. I was using all my force, still didn't help. So I'm thing is massive. Oh. Jesus Christ. So, as you can see, that center muffler does not do the car any favours whatsoever. It's massive, it looks really restrictive. It even tapers down to a restrictive size on that side. Free flows out here, it's got a dent there, that's alright. But yeah, one of these bolts, yeah, right there. One of the nuts rounded on the bolt, so that's going to be a no-go. If I put the MagnaFlow on, I'm going to have to concoct something up. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I might have to cut halfway through the bend maybe, extend it out, and then put the rest of the bend on the end just to put it back in the center. Because this pretty short. Yeah, it's shorter. Only by a little, but it's shorter. I can maybe even extend it here and I'd get away with it. So I'll just trim that back down, extend it over. That should be sweet. As for this section, this is going to be a pain in the ass because I can already see it now. That's side mounted, that's center mounted. So I'm going to have to possibly cut this across and have a straight line straight through to there. Luckily this tip here actually has a slight curvature on it, so I can make that work to my advantage. But yeah, it's going to be pretty tough. I'm going to get the measuring tape out, start doing some measurements and see how we go. Almost forgot. I said that I was going to start it with the straight pipe. This is going to be hilarious. I wonder if it's going to start. It sounds like a beast. Yeah, that's the sound we're looking for. That's actually going to sound alright when it's done. Alright, so we're going to get to measuring some bits out. I mean, this is stainless, so I'm probably just going to cut a heap of this out of what I already got. That's going to go to there. That looks alright. Adjust it accordingly. That's a rough mark for now, because you're better off cutting too much than too little. Cool. So also when grinding and shit, eye protection, ear protection, man, can't stress it enough. Anything to do with cars, grinding, use these underneath, always. Alright, let's get to grinding. Right, so cut the middle muffler out, skipped a couple of steps, so that's all out now. I've welded up the centre pipe, made the adjustments for the extra. This is flipped over the wrong way, so turn this back. Okay, now these sit like that. I reckon I could straight weld that on, just make sure that flange is straight up. And then all I got to do after that is cut the muffler off, extend that pipe just down the end there, right before the muffler, and then I'll be able to center mount the MagnaFlow muffler onto it. So wish me luck. Hey guys, so I've had a bit of trouble keeping up with the vlogging just because I've been so busy and things haven't really fit how they were supposed to. I've had to do multiple tweaks to get it to get into a certain shape. I've actually had to cut it completely off and rotate it and do a bunch of crazy stuff. I had to like test fit it 5 or 6 different times, so it's been a long day, and even now it sits slightly down to the right, the very tip of the muffler. You can't actually tell, but I'm really pedantic when it comes to stuff like that. I like stuff to be real straight and, you know, have that appeal to it. But yeah, it is what it is. It's all welded up now. I've put it back in. It still needs maybe 1 or 2 hangers. I have attached one midway, well, more than midway, about 3/4 of the way, and it is holding it up, and it's not really moving around too much, but still I don't really trust it that much. So yeah, I'll probably take it past an exhaust shop at some point and just get him to just tweak it the tiniest bit just to get it perfect, and then just chuck the couple of hangers in it that I've got laying around here, and then it should be sweet. But there's no leaks. All the welds came out good. Yeah, it sounds how I want it, looks how I want it. Kind of won in this round. So yeah, it took me a while, but I got what I wanted and I got the outcome that I expected. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect straight away. So yeah, I'm going to lock up now. I'm going to go for a drive to the service station. And yeah, cheers for watching. I'll be doing a few more videos in the coming weeks. I got a few other projects I've actually got to catch up on. I've got heaps of stuff laying about, and yeah, it's been crazy. I've been inundated with so many things lately. I just have left them all stagnant. Everything's just sitting around doing nothing. So after buying this, I kind of went, you know what, no more excuses. I've got this camera, I can document all the stuff that I'm doing, and that gives me kind of like an incentive to get it done. So yeah, anyway, cheers for watching, and we'll see you next time.